Hello YouTubers, RogueMonkeyJr here, and alongside the Fight Night Collection event trailer yesterday, they also dropped the patch notes on the Apex Legends website. So we're going to jump into these patch notes and cover what the meta changes are and what we can expect with the Fight Night Collection event. So as always, there'll be a link in the description down below, as well as a top pinned comment if you want to go and read out the patch notes for yourself. But without further ado, let's get stuck right into this. So we're starting off 2021 off with a haymaker with our first Season 7 collection event, Fight Night, going live at 8 p.m. PT on January 5th. Again, weird time to launch, but I digress. This is what the Fight Night collection event will be including. So a new temporary game type, the Airdrop Escalation Takeover, the Pathfinder Town Takeover, the Fight Night collection event and its associated reward tracks, collectible cosmetics, and the new Gibraltar heirloom, newly generous loot granting Marvins, and a whole host of balance changes and bug fixes. So first and foremost, talking about the new LTM. So with this update, we're testing a new approach to LTMs. Instead of launching as its own playlist, the Airdrop Escalation LTM will be a takeover of the normal Play Apex game mode. It's classic Battle Royale, but with way more supply drops. Immediately after you leave the jump ship, you'll find a cluster of 4 supply drops across the map. During each round, more will drop. They land at the same speed as Lifeline's care packages. Each supply drop contains a fully kitted weapon of different tiers, depending on the round. For example, round 1's drops feature level 2 kitted weapons, while round 4's drops include red armor and a crate weapon. As with regular fully kitted weapons, you can't break them down or swap their attachments onto other weapons. Unfortunate, because more often than not, the sights on those weapons kinda suck. And of course, regular weapons will still appear as ground loot. So again, this will be the standard Play Apex game mode for the Fight Night Collection event, so it's not like you're gonna have to queue into that LTM game mode. If you play unranked Apex, this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the takeover LTM, so there's no possibility of just playing a unranked casual Apex game that doesn't have these mechanics in it. Now for the Pathfinder Town Takeover. So drop your weapons and get ready for a brawl in Pathfinder's Town Takeover, Fight Night style. Entering the ring will prevent any player from using their weapons and any of their abilities. The only way to beat someone is via a bit of fisticuffs. Oh, and don't worry about any outside ring interference. No outside projectiles, grenades, or abilities can penetrate the ring's force field. Punch out the loot balls contained within the ring to scoop up some rare loot. Just remember, you can't use it until you leave. The Fight Night Collection event brings another set of 24 themed limited time cosmetics to Apex Legends. All 24 items will be available through direct purchase for Apex coins or crafting medals, and in-event Apex packs for the entire duration of the event. Each event pack will come with 1 event item and 2 non-event items as per usual, with the following drop rates: 1 event item 50% epic, 50% legendary, 1 non-event item 70% rare, 20% epic, 10% legendary, and then another non-event item, same thing. And if you end up getting the entire lot of event limited cosmetics, you'll get Gibraltar's heirloom, as you can see on screen right now. Moving on to the prize track, as with previous events, this event brings a reward track with all new earnable cosmetics. You can earn 1,000 points per day and challenges refresh daily. The challenges also stack with your battle pass, so you can complete both at once. Moving on, after having been previously decommissioned, Marvins are now programmed to reward legends in the arena. Only appearing in Olympus, these friendly guys will give you loot after interacting with them. They'll produce tiered loot equal to what is shown on their screens. So a white sad face will give you common level 1 loot, a neutral blue face will give you rare level 2 loot, a pleased purple face epic level 3 loot, and a very happy yellow face legendary level 4 loot. Pick up your loot and thank your friendly Marvin, or if you're feeling toxic, shoot them. When you do, they may drop their arm for you to store in your inventory. Taking this to another Marvin with the missing piece may get you a reward. High five? Question mark. So I'm curious to see what this reward will be, but I'll definitely be trying it out. Legends. So there's nothing too meta shaking this time around. We're giving Season 7 some extra time to shake out. Horizon released strong but not overpowered. The below buffs are aimed at small power increases. Rampart still needs overall power, and the caustic buff is an extra bit of compensation for the loss of vision blur from gas in Season 7. Note that looking at our data, the Season 7 change was a solid buff for caustic, but he's not quite where we want him to be. Rampart, amped cover, decreased cooldown from 30 seconds to 20 seconds. Caustic, Nox, gas trap, decreased cooldown from 25 seconds to 20 seconds. Moving on to the weapons, Hemlock, decreased damage from 22 to 20, so it's no secret that the Hemlock is probably one of the most powerful weapons in Season 7 up until now, maybe. This might bring it in line with some of the other assault rifles. The Mastiff, spread out 3rd and 4th pellets to decrease max range of 4 pellet hits, was more or less 7.5 degrees and now is more or less 10 degrees. Prowler, reserve bullets increased from 175 to 210. Moving on to quality of life updates, ultimate accelerants can now be used without opening your inventory. If your ultimate is not currently available, just press the button or buttons on a controller to activate it, and you'll pull out any stored accelerant in your inventory and use it automatically. This is awesome. I can't say as a Lifeline main how many ultimate accelerants I have to use to, feed my teammates loot. So having this feature and not having to open my inventory to use the ultimate accelerant is very welcome, so thank you. When in a lobby, if a party member leaves your lobby for any reason, all party members will be marked as not ready. This should stop accidental launches into a match when your buddy dipped out for a second. The fabled Mark All as Seen button has been added. Click this to remove the pesky, and he means helpful, red dots. So for people who have OCD, you won't have those red dots anymore when you get new items. You can click the Mark All as Seen button, so that is a good thing. Pinging the nearest respawn beacon from Spectate will now always ping the nearest beacon unless you don't have enough time to use it before the ring closes over it, instead of defaulting to the nearest beacon in the next safe ring. We now show you how many treasure packs are needed to acquire the next comic page. This should just make it easier to people who are chasing the new bit of lore to know how far away they are. Caustic should now smash the door with his heirloom hammer instead of his leg, if available. We added a small bit of information to the Find Friends box to describe a situation where your friend might not be findable because of their EA account settings. And finally, moving on to some bug fixes. So for Bloodhound, fixed an issue with Bloodhound's UI disappearing after interacting with Horizon's Tactical. Wraith fixed an issue with Wraith's portal getting destroyed by the Trident. Bangalore fixed an issue with Bangalore's missile passing through hatch doors when they are closed in World's Edge. Mirage fixed an issue with Mirage's decoy not making footstep sounds. Crypto fixed an issue with Hack consuming 2 vault keys if 2 keys were in Crypto's inventory. Fixed an issue with Hack getting stuck within the Trident when deployed as a passenger and the Trident is on a ramp. Revenant fixed an issue causing other players to teleport with Revenant if they punch Revenant when he has very little health. Fixed an issue that didn't allow Revenant to deploy the Death Totem while on the Trident. Loba fixed a lot of windows in World's Edge that prevented Loba's bracelet from passing through. Rampart fixed an issue that allowed Rampart to place Sheila while in the Phase Runner. Fixed an issue where UI elements stayed on screen after using Sheila. And Horizon fixed an issue with Horizon's abilities not affecting Lifeline's dock and Crypto's drone. So that does it for the Fight Night Collection event patch notes. So again, there'll be a link in the description down below, as well as in the top pinned comment if you want to go and read them out for yourself. I pretty much covered everything, so a lot of nice changes, quality of life updates, and of course a new way of introducing a limited time mode. So I'll be curious to see the feedback of the players on that. But anyways, that will be it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.